And we're live. Nobody's here, but that's okay. We can do it anyway. Oh, Dom's here. Hey, Dom. Ready, babe?
Ready, babe.
She's snacking. You want to sit with me?
Ready to do the thing.
All right. We got Dom here with us.
Hell yeah.
Okay, Dom, we're going to start with a meditation. Hope you're hanging in there today. It's been a weird week.
It's been a really weird
It's
week.
been a weird week. Hopefully you can hear us. But yeah, if it feels good to you, we're just gonna do some like light movement, like we've been doing. Again, everything I say is just a suggestion. Do whatever feels good. If you want to lay down this whole time, just lay down. But I'm gonna suggest you start seated. We're starting in hero's pose on our knees. You can also start in easy pose, cross-legged. But we're gonna start with loving kindness meditation like we did last night. So place your hands wherever feels comfortable. I'll invite you to bring one hand, actually both hands, to your heart, just to kind of cultivate that loving energy. So if it feels good, you can close down your eyes and just start to breathe into your heart space here. And breathe out. Another breath in and a breath out. Continuing to breathe, start to imagine yourself feeling completely well. And imagine yourself feeling complete love for who you are, exactly where you are as you are. As you breathe in all of that love for yourself. And breathe out any of the stress, anxiety, worry that you've been feeling. Another breath in, growing tall through your spine as you breathe in love. And exhale, feeling grounded as you let go of anything you don't want to hold on to today. And just keep breathing here and repeat in your head, may I be happy, may I be safe, may I be healthy, peaceful, and strong. May I give and receive appreciation today. So take a big breath in, just filling up with all of those things. And a breath out. Continuing to breathe, start to think of either one person that you really love, a friend, a family member, a partner, or a group of people, a group of loved ones, and just start to shift your focus to those people. Once you have that person or those people in mind, start to repeat in your head and send this out to them. May you be happy. May you be safe. May you be healthy, peaceful, and strong. May you give and receive appreciation today. Take a big breath in, filling up with all of that love. And exhale, send it out to whoever is on your mind. And continuing to breathe, we'll finish out this meditation by shifting our focus to our neighbors, the people around us, our coworkers, and even people around the world that we may or may not know. And keep them in mind as we go through this one more time. May you be happy. May you be safe. May you be healthy, peaceful, and strong. May you give and receive appreciation today. Take one more big breath in, filling up with all of that love, all of that kind-heartedness. And exhale, sending it out into the world. One more breath in, just filling up. And a breath out, grounding opening back into the space that you're in. Take a few more breaths here, just starting to notice how you're feeling, starting to notice the sounds in the room that you're in, maybe any smells or any sensations on your body. When you're ready, you can open up your eyes. And we'll take a big breath in here, reaching our arms high. And a big breath out. Just bring your hands through heart center. Inhale again, reaching high. Exhale for a seated stretch, so bringing your left hand down and your right arm up and overhead. Really stretching through your side body here, maybe walking your left hand out or bending through your elbow. Breathing in to open up. Exhaling to sink, feeling grounded through your sit bones, letting your shoulder fall away from your ear. Inhale, bring it back up through center. And exhale, seated side stretch on the other side, placing your right hand down and your left arm up and overhead. Again, option to walk your hand out or bend through your elbow, maybe looking up if that feels good. Really just stretching the side of your body here. Opening up through your chest and your heart space as you breathe in. And sinking maybe a little deeper through your sit bones or through your stretch as you breathe out. Inhale, come back up through center. Exhale, let's take a little baby back bend, bending through your elbows, opening up through your heart space. Inhale, arms back up high. Exhale for a seated twist, so bringing your left arm behind you and your right hand to your left knee, so your hand can find the ground or maybe the small of your back if you're on your knees. Either way, breathe in to open up through your chest, and exhale as you twist through your core. Taking another big breath in here, growing tall through your spine. Exhaling, maybe twisting deeper, maybe looking over your shoulder if that feels good. Breathe in, reach your arms up high. And exhale, seated twist to the other side. Left hand to your right thigh, right hand either to the ground behind you or maybe the small of your back. Growing tall through your spine, lengthening up, opening through your chest, twisting here, maybe even pulling on your thigh to twist a little deeper. Inhale, bring your arms back up high. Exhale, let's bring it down to a tabletop, hands and knees. Hands under your shoulders. Make any adjustments you need to. Knees under your hips, feeling really grounded here, creating like a table with your back. And let's just start to move through some cat-cows. So just waking up our spine here a little bit, warming up. So inhale for cow, opening up through your chest, dipping your belly, lifting your tail. Exhale for cow, or cat, excuse me. So tail drops, belly comes to spine, chin to your chest, pushing through your palms. Inhale for cow, opening back up through your heart. And exhale for cat, rounding through your spine. Taking a few more rounds of breath here, moving with your own breath at your own pace. I like to do this pretty much every time that I do or teach yoga. I will invite you to close down your eyes and just allow your body to move in a way that feels good. So just rolling out your spine, maybe just continuing with the cat-cows, maybe finding stillness, going into a child's pose, or just rolling through your body here. So I'm going to stop talking and give you like 4 or 5 rounds of breath to just connect back to your body here. Take one more breath in wherever you are. And a breath out to bring you back to tabletop, hands and knees. Inhale here, pushing through your palms. And exhale to downward facing dog. So tuck your toes, lift your hips up and back, heels coming towards the ground. Let's take a minute to just do whatever you do when you go into a down dog. So maybe pedaling out through your feet, bending through one knee and then the other. Warming up your hamstrings a little bit. Maybe coming high on your toes. And then exhaling to let your heels sink. Remembering you can always bend your knees here. Breathe in and come high on your toes. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward, and step your feet in between your hands. For ragdoll, so let your knees bend a lot. Feel free to grab opposite elbows or maybe interlace your fingers behind your head. Even just let your arms hang heavy. I like to sometimes wrap my arms around the backs of my legs here, bending my knees a lot, letting my chest fall on my thighs. And something I usually say too in this pose, I just like to feel like I'm letting go of whatever I don't want to hold on to. It's just falling out of the top of my head. Another big breath in here and a breath out. Inhale and slowly roll up to mountain pose. Let your hands come high. Exhale for a baby back bend, opening it up. Inhale, mountain, hands come high. Exhale for a standing side stretch. So left arm comes down, right arm comes up and over. And sorry, I'm not mirroring because Linda and I are doing it together. I don't want to confuse her. So as you breathe in, think about opening up through your chest and feeling a side body stretch. It's more important to feel this stretch and feel grounded equally through your feet than it is to get really far over and have like your hip come up like that. So wherever you are, deep breath in to grow tall. And we'll be here for one more breath out. Inhale back up to mountain pose, hands coming high. Exhale, baby back bend, open it up. Inhale, hands high for mountain pose. Exhale, standing side stretch on the other side. Babe, do you want to scoot in? So letting your other arm fall and then your left arm come up and over, stretching through this side of your body. Inhaling to open up through your heart, maybe looking up at your hand if that feels good. Breathing in, just feeling really grounded through your feet here. Breathe in for mountain pose, hands come high. Exhale, baby back bend one more time, opening it up. Option to bring your hands into a bind, so interlacing your hands together and punching them towards the back, really, really opening up through your heart space here. Breathe in to look up and breathe out for a forward fold. So bend your knees a little and then hinge at your hips coming down. Option to keep the bind or to let your hands fall towards the ground. Big breath in here. Breath out. Inhale for a halfway lift. So option to keep the bind and creating a flat spine like we did in table and like in cow, so keeping our chest open. If you don't keep the bind, you can bring your hands to your thighs or your shins. Wherever you are, another big breath in, and then a breath out will take us to plank. So hands plant, feet plant, option to come to your knees, or toes plant, sorry, but yeah, option to come to your knees. Breath in here, feeling grounded through your palms. Breath out, grounded from your heels all the way through the top of your head. Breathe in, shift it forward, opening up through your heart. And then breathe out, option to lower halfway or all the way. I'm gonna lower halfway so I don't get sand all over me. And then we'll come into up dog. So flip to the tops of your toes. Yeah, and then open up through your chest, tighten your glutes and your core. Yeah, and then exhale to downward facing dog. Yep, that's the hardest thing we're gonna do this whole time. So that was it. Well done, everyone. Breathe in here and come high on your toes. And then exhale, lower them back down. Inhale, one more time, coming high on your toes. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward, and meet your hands with your feet. That wasn't a great way of saying that, I'm sorry. Inhale for a halfway lift, so hands to your shins or your thighs, opening up through your heart space, flat back. Yep. Exhale, lower back down. Your halfway lift is really good, dude. Inhale, roll it up to mountain pose. Exhale, hands through heart center. Option to close down your eyes. Taking a breath in, filling up again with all of that love, remembering the meditation we started with. And exhaling to send it out into the world. Inhale, back up for mountain pose. You can open your eyes or you can keep them closed. Exhale for that standing side stretch, left arm down, right arm up and over. Inhale, back through center. Exhale for the other side. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, baby back bend, open it up, option to bind. Inhale, punching those fists down if you're bound. And then, is that an inhale? Yeah, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, down to plank. Last plank, I promise. Inhale, shift it forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hips up and back, heels towards the ground. Big breath in here. Exhale, sigh it out. Another breath in. And a breath out. Inhale for a three-legged dog. So sweep your right heel up and back. Thinking about keeping your hips even, weight even through your palms, lifting with your glute. And then exhale, step it to the outside of your right foot for a runner's lunge. So really opening through your hips here. And check to see if your knee is tracking over your ankle or if you need to maybe walk your foot out a little bit. Yeah. Does that feel okay?
Yeah.
And then you can bring your left knee down. You can leave it lifted or bring it down if that feels best. If you bring it down, maybe you untuck your toe. Option to stay here. If you have the hip flexibility that I do not, you can come down to your forearms or all the way down. You can also open up through your hip here. My hips have been really tight today, so I just really wanted to get into this one. Sound okay?
Yep.
We'll be here for about 5 rounds of breath, so just breathe at your own pace. Maybe trying a couple different variations, seeing what feels good. Yeah. I had faith in you. I thought you were going to get there.
Thanks.
If we can't go to our forearms, it doesn't mean that we're bad people. Going to our forearms is not going to get us to enlightenment. Unfortunately, I wish it was that easy. Let's take another breath here. And a breath out. Let's make our way back to downward facing dog. So if you want to come back through that three-legged dog first, that actually might feel pretty good. And then drop it back down to a down dog. Inhale, come high on your toes. Exhale, let your heels sink. Inhale, we'll just take three-legged dog on the other side, so lifting with your heel. Yeah. Feeling this in your glute and in your hamstring. So think about keeping your hips level and really just kicking up with your butt cheek, if that makes sense. And then exhale to step it to the outside of your other hand for a lizard lunge or runner's lunge. And again, checking in on your knee. Is it coming over your ankle, or do you need to maybe walk your foot out a little bit? And then maybe you leave your back knee lifted, maybe you let it fall and untuck your back toe.
Oh, it feels so good.
Yeah.
So straight. Wow.
Yeah. And then maybe you come to your forearms. Again, unfortunately, you will not be enlightened if you do that. Fortunately, if you don't do that, you're not a worse person. Saying this mostly for myself. You can open up through your thigh here. If you have the flexibility to go for cat grabs its tail, you can grab onto your back foot. I am not there today. We'll just be here for about 5 rounds of breath also on this side. Just take one more round of breath wherever you are. And we'll meet back in down dog. You get an option to take that 3-legged dog if that feels good first. Just inhale, come high on our toes. Exhale, bend your knees and then hop or step your feet in between your hands. Inhale here for a halfway lift, hands to shins or thighs. Exhale to fold. Inhale, roll all the way up to mountain pose. Babe, scoot your hands, come high. Exhale. Baby back bend, opening it up. Option to bind here again. Inhaling to punch down and open through your chest if you're bound. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And then exhale, let's just go back straight into downward facing dog. So hips up and back, heels towards the mat or sand or ground, wherever you are. Breathing in energetically from your hands to your hips and breathing out from your hips to your heels. Breath in for 3-legged dog, right leg lifts high. And then exhale to scorpion your dog. So kick your foot towards your butt. Like bend your knee and then open up through your hip, trying to keep your weight equal in your hands. And then step it through for a pigeon pose. So bringing your right knee towards your right wrist. Again, just getting into your hips here. If this is uncomfortable for you, lots of options. You can come into a figure 4. So crossing your ankle over your thigh. You can do this on your back as well. I'm gonna stay here. And then again, you can stay, we'll be here for, I'll say about 5 rounds of breath again. So you can stay here, you can come to your forearms, or even resting your head on your palms. I'm gonna stay here because we're in the sand. Just sweep your left leg out in front of you and then bring your front leg or your right leg, the inside of your foot to the inside of your left leg. And we're gonna stretch our sides one more time. So bringing your left arm inside of your left leg, inhaling your right arm up and overhead, stretching into your side body here, trying to not worry too much about how far over you can go. Another breath in, reaching tall. A breath out to feel really grounded here. Inhale, bring both of your arms high. And then turn your body so you're facing your outstretched leg. And when you're ready, just fold over your leg, maybe reaching towards your thigh, your knee, your shin, or your toes. Again, we unfortunately will not become enlightened if we can touch our toes. So it's okay if you can't. One more breath here, in and out. And then we're just gonna do this on the other side. So I'll invite you to come back into downward facing dog. And then 3-legged dog, lifting your left leg high. And then step it through for pigeon. So left knee coming to your left wrist, keeping your right leg long behind you. Again, option to come to figure 4 if that feels best, crossing one ankle over your thigh. Option to do that on your back. You can stay here, you can come down. Taking advantage of a little furry one down here. We'll be here for a few rounds of breath. Just again, really getting into those hips. Let's take one more round of breath here. And breathing out. And then when you're ready, you can sweep your back leg. For us, it's our right leg forward. Your other leg comes, your sole of your foot comes to the inside of that leg. And then if you're doing the same as us, your right arm will come to the inside of your right leg. Left arm sweeps up and over. Again, thinking about stretching that side body. One breath in here. Breath out. And then shifting to face your outstretched legs. Bring both of your hands high. Exhale to fold. Maybe bending your knee, reaching for your thigh, your knee, your shin, or even your toes or the bottom of your foot if that feels good. Just getting into your hamstring here. Maybe feeling this a little bit in your back. If it pinches, back off or bend your knee. It should feel good. Another breath in here, and a breath out. And then I'll invite you to just cross your legs, so coming into easy pose. And we're gonna finish with one of Linda's favorite stretches. So we're gonna do eagle arms to open up our upper back a little bit. So inhale and bring your arms overhead, and then exhale, cross your right arm under your left. So the backs of your hands can come together, or the palms of your hands can come together, or they can do something entirely different. All that matters is that you create space between your shoulder blades. So breathe in and reach your hands up and forward a little bit, and then breathe out and round through your spine. And just take 3 rounds of breath here at your own pace. You can inhale, bring your arms back up high. Then exhale, just sweep your left arm under your right, bringing either the palms or the backs of your hands together. Inhaling to open up, reaching your fingers high and outwards a little bit, opening up through your shoulder blades. Exhaling to round your spine, folding over, bringing your chin towards your chest. Reach your arms overhead. Then exhale, bring your hands through heart center. If there's anything else you want to take, any poses, stretches before you go into your final resting pose, now is the time. If not, I'll invite you to go into your Shavasana. I'm going to end here because I don't want to lay in the sand. But if you want a traditional resting pose, you can lay on your back with your arms stretched long, your feet stretched long. You can bring one hand to your heart, one to your belly, or both to your heart like we started with. You can bend your knees, bringing the soles of your feet to the ground or to each other if you want more of a hip stretch. But wherever you are, sticking with this theme of gratitude, just inviting you again to think of one thing that you're grateful for. Maybe it's something that you've had the chance to do that you haven't made time for in a long time, or something maybe that you overlook that is really something that you can really express gratitude for. I, for one, feel extremely grateful to be here right now. Yeah. So, with that said, I'm going to stay on here for another minute or two and just breathe and let you guys rest in your Shavasana. Stay where you are, continue meditating. Thank you for joining us today. I hope everyone's hanging in there, staying positive, remembering to focus on what you're grateful for. Thank you, as always, to the people and the culture that created this practice that we all benefit from. See you tomorrow. Bye, guys.